Hey guys, it's Fred here, and after my recent victory for the competition over on the Bros Beer and FPV page on Facebook with the Hit the Gap Challenge, I had a lot of people ask me, Fred, the flying was amazing. Could you put together a tutorial video? Actually, I had one person, pretty sure was kidding, but I'm doing it anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some of the things that I think about when I look for, this camera, what I look for in a flying site, what I would recommend, how do I get myself in the right mindset to tackle such challenging obstacles. So we'll go ahead and start that now. Real quick, I'm going to go over the equipment that I'm using and a little bit of explanation as to why. I have a battery bag here to keep any damaged batteries, not that I would damage a battery in a crash, but you want to keep them in a protected, fire-safe environment. I like these plastic fishing boxes because I'm able to divide my batteries up into the different compartments, and then if I use a battery, I flip it upside down, put it back in the compartment so I know it's been used. The quadcopter is this little Turbo Gremlin Sidewinder version from Flight Test. I love it because it's small, lightweight, and has plenty of power. The beauty of it being small and lightweight is when you crash, smash into things, fall, tumble, all those things, it's small and light enough that it doesn't do any damage to the quad. Usually just break a propeller, but overall you're not going to be doing as much damage as you might with a heavier quadcopter. I really want to have the best video quality while I'm flying. I don't care so much about the after. So the HDOs for me is a must. I could justify the expense of the price tag on these, and I'm going with the DX8. I have a DX6 I usually use for flying, but the extra channels for the buzzer, because I do tend to land this in places that have thick vegetation or behind things, and the buzzer is able to let me know where it is as long as the battery doesn't get slung. Alright guys, let's put it together and go fly. So the place I selected today is a water management district area. It's a conservation land, doesn't have any flight restrictions. I've already gotten permission from the folks that manage the property here. One of the property management techniques they use is prescribed fire. So you have a wide open, clear understory type environment. And this is important because, let's be frank, if you're watching this video and you're looking to me for advice, you're probably a pretty bad pilot. So you want as open of an area as you can with as few obstacles and with as little ground cover so that when you crash, you're able to find your quadcopter that much easier. So what we've got here is a couple of these oak trees. They're nice low-growing trees that have a lot of openings in them. And we're going to try flying around through and under some of those obstacles and talk about some of the techniques I use to do that. Alright, so you're ready to fly. So you can arm the quad and take off. One of the things I recommend is keep your flight areas small. So get up, get some altitude, look for some landmarks. If you keep the intended flying area small, the search pattern you have to have after you're done flying is going to be that much smaller as well. So once you've picked your area and you've defined your landmarks, you can come back down and start picking your lines. So here we got a nice tree with a large gap through the center. We're going to go right through the gap. Right. So maybe that's a little advanced for someone just starting out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go under the... Okay, we're going to go around a tree. We're going to go around another tree. Okay. That's scraggle, dead branches. They'll get you. They'll get you almost every time. So, okay. Up high. Around, rolly thing, back down, under the... Okay. Yeah, the dead branch thing again. We're going to go under the tree and... Alright, that's enough flying. Let's talk about recovering your quadcopter. Probably going to spend more time doing that anyways. Well, there's going to come the time in every flight, for me, it's pretty much every flight, that you're going to have to do the walk of shame. The nice thing with these little quadcopters is, like I said, the buzzer feature. The other thing I would recommend strongly is try to find goggles that have a DVR in it so that you can replay the footage and try to get yourself close to where it is that your crash ended up. So in this case, I know it was next to these two trees as I was flying around. So I can get out here, get close, you can kind of look for it. But the cheap feature is going to be the buzzer. So you walk around, turn your head, see where it's strongest, and there it is. Huh, look at that. I could plug another battery in and go fly. Usually I break it. Have to take it home, fix it. I always bring extra batteries. Never actually used them. Maybe I'll try that. Well, I guess that makes this as good a place as any to end the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Maybe you learned something. Man, I hope not, though. In all seriousness, I'd like to say thanks to a few folks. Dave and the guys over there at Bros Beer and FPV. Thank you for putting on the competition that let us all get together and do some flying and challenge each other. Thanks to Trey and Foxier for the camera that was donated as a prize. And thanks to the other guys for putting up with me. I did enter a bit of a spoof video. I had a lot of fun doing it, and it looks like some folks had found the humor I intended in it and enjoyed it as well. So I'm gonna go plug another battery in. Thanks.